Business, sports, music, and entertainment. Dadalhin sa inyo ng mas pinaganda, mas pinalawak, mas pinalakas. Radyo Pilipinas. Radyo Pilipinas. 738 sa Metro Manila.
Huwag maging backseat driver and be up to date. Latest car news, motoring stories, at industry analysis. GearBox. Ang roadmap mo sa mga pinakabago sa mundo ng automotive. Start that engine, buckle up, and steer the wheel. Car enthusiast man o baguhan, siguradong madaming matututunan. GearBox na. Hosted by Eric Tipan and Nana Nadal. Dito sa Radyo Pilipinas, 738 AM.
Lahat and welcome to GearBox dito sa Radyo Pilipinas 738 AM. Live din po tayo online.
Yes, mapapanood nyo kami sa Facebook. Hanapin nyo ang @GearBox RP1. Tapos meron din kami Instagram account, yun naman ay @GearBox On Air. At nasa YouTube din kami, also @GearBox On Air.
Okay, excited kami makasama kayo. Last week po, of course, we had to give way sa speech ni Presidente Duterte. That's why hindi po tayo naka-ere, but we're back today with a lot of things to talk about. So lalo na sa mga mahilig manood ng TV, mahilig sa mga reality shows, it's gonna be fun later. And then yung mga skin conscious, ganun ba? Tsaka yung mga we're gonna talk about how to take care of your skin at the second half ng show natin. Eric Tipan kasama si Nana Nadal. Is this a final Thursday? Final Thursday to. Yeah, final Thursday of March.
For March.
That's right.
First quarter of the year. Tama ba?
Tapos na? Wow, ganun kabilis, ano? And despite that, we're into the lockdown, into the quarantine situation 1 year and roughly 10 days. Kasi parang March 15 tayo nag-quarantine, ano? And yet,
Exacto.
yeah, we record the highest number of cases, COVID-19 cases today. Hindi ko po alam kung nabalitaan nyo na. It's all over social media. Ang laki na, no? 8,773.
Record to ever, di ba? Simula since last year.
Yeah.
So nakakalungkot, saka nakaka-alarm. Kasi parang feeling mo, wow, more than 1 year na natin ginagawa to. Dapat, di ba, we get better.
Yeah.
Oo. Kaso parang paurong ang ating sitwasyon.
Right.
So, and I've been seeing on Facebook ng mga announcements from the hospitals, the big hospitals na full capacity na. Yung mga COVID ward, yung mga COVID, anong tawag dyan? COVID department.
Yes.
Nila. So,
saka yung kinonvert nila yung...
Siyempre, pag inisip mo, paano kung magkasakit ka?
Yeah,
Paano kung
saka
magkasakit
pupunta.
ang mga mahal mo sa buhay? Saan ka pupunta? Hindi ba?
Yung ibang mga wards, rooms, kinonvert na nila into COVID-19, iba, COVID-19 ICU, COVID-19 step-down wards, and all that. So marami na nga talagang adjustment ginawa ang ospital or mga ospital. So let's do our part as well. Pangalawang beses na po itong nag-8,000 tayo. Nung Lunes, 8,019 ang itinala natin. So hopefully, although ang sabi, parang may research group na nagsabi, we're on track. And based on yung number of cases natin daily, we're on track to hit 10,000. Yun yata yung threshold natin. Yun ang sinasabi
Gusto
nila.
natin yung track na yan.
Sana we turn it around, mabaliktad natin because obviously that's not warning yun, hindi goal. So sana mas maibaba natin. But it's gonna be difficult dahil maraming Pilipino starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week pabiyahe.
Dahil ba Holy Week? Gano'n?
That's
Pasal.
right. Of course.
Nako, baka naman pwedeng ipagpaliban mo na yan, hindi ba?
Okay.
Kasi, I know medyo struggle talaga tong buhay natin, no? Second Holy Week na to, di ba? Na we're forced to stay home. Pero pag-isipin nyo, ano yung kapalit? Ano yung risk? Di ba? Buhay ang kapalit. And I was just talking to my friend the other day, no? We were going back to the times na we were discussing, di ba, yung ilan yung percentage ilan yung chances mo to get COVID, parang 1.9% lang, ganyan. But kahit na, di ba, sabi nga niya, kung makuha mo, milyon din ang gagastusin sa ospital. That is, if you survive it. So, yun, baka tiis muna kahit hindi muna tayo mag-beach, di ba?
Masyadong mataas yung risk.
Importante, Yeah, importante na you stay alive so that next year, di ba?
That's true.
Di
That's
ba?
true. Kaya nga ang IATF nagtala ng NCR Plus na parang rehiyon, parang bubble nga ang tawag nila dito sa atin. You can go around the NCR Plus bubble pero hindi ka pwede lumabas. So you can go to Pampanga, pwede ka mag-staycation as far as Pampanga sa norte. Bulacan. Hindi, pag pumunta ka ng Pampanga, kailangan mo na dumaan sa checkpoint. So Bulacan, Rizal, and Laguna. So hindi ka pwedeng tumawid southbound, Batangas hanggang Laguna ka lang. Hanggang Rizal ka lang sa east. And sa norte hanggang Bulacan. Doon lang tayo pwede magpaikot-ikot because NCR, like yun nga, binanggit natin, ang tataas ng cases. We are the ones that bring up the number of cases per day. Maraming areas sa QC, may nakita ko kanina ng paper, not effective, but ngayon lumabas yung data na Quezon City, marami, parts of Makati meron, Parañaque, marami, Pasay City, marami. So these are some of the hotspots ng COVID-19. So, iwas nga sa paglabas talaga. If you are planning to go, kailangan yata may information kayo that you're holding that you are either an authorized person to go across tong mga borders, mga checkpoints, residence nyo talaga doon and stuff like that. So, alamin nyo muna bago kayo bumiyahe come next week. Either kung mabiyahe kayo starting tomorrow or this weekend, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, alamin nyo kung anong kailangan yung papeles in case tatawid kayo nitong mga borders na sinasabi ko, Bulacan, Rizal, and Laguna. Kasi nga, kababol
Pero
tayo.
kung maiiwasan naman, iwasan na lang natin.
True. Dito, magsama-sama na lang muna tayo dito sa NCR Plus para safe. Okay? Not magsama-sama na magkita-kita, but you stick in your own family bubble. Be safe.
Yeah.
So that hindi tayo makapagkalat lalo nitong COVID-19. Okay, just a quick friendly reminder mula sa inyong ka-Gearbox. We'll take a quick break. Pagbalik natin, we'll talk showbiz. We'll talk to one of the contestants sa kaka-launch lang na The Apprentice One Championship Edition. Okay, nung last Thursday lang siya lumabas. So, we'll talk to Lara Pearl Alvarez, one of the contestants there. Pagbalik lang natin dito sa Gearbox.
Turn up the headlines. Tumutok na sa Gearbox dito sa Radyo Pilipinas 738 AM.
NCR Plus Bubble. NCR, Rizal, Bulacan, Cavite at Laguna. Nabuo dahil sa tumataas na COVID-19 cases sa NCR at mga kalapit lugar. Paglilinaw, hindi ito lockdown pero lilimitahan ang galaw. Sa usapin ng turismo, ito ang paglilinaw.
Marami nagtatanong, galing ka dito sa Metro Manila, pupunta ka, staycation ka sa Tagaytay. Pwede po yun. Pwede rin sa Laguna at pwede rin sa Bulacan. Pero kung ikaw po ay nasa Manila at pupunta ka ng Boracay, yun ang maging problema natin. Dahil hindi kasama yung non-essential, pati na rin yung tourism sa ganitong usapin. And meron naman mga guidelines na nilabas ang ating Department of Tourism regarding dun sa mga bata at matatanda kung kasama sila, pati na rin sa reservation. And ibang protocol ng hotel na accredited na pupuntahan.
Bagamat turismo sa loob ng bubble ay pinapayagan, tayo ay patuloy pa rin pinapaalalahanan na minimum health standards ay huwag kalimutan.
Naintindihan namin na pagod na tayong lahat. Pero yung kalaban po natin, wala akong pakialam kung tayo napapagod. Patuloy po siya na talagang nakakahawa. So habang hindi pa po tayo bakunado, konting tiis na lang po. Malapit na at nandyan ang bakuna. Kinakailangan po mask, hugas, iwas at bakuna.
Sa panahon ng kalituhan, disinformation at misinformation ay walang dalang tamang kasagutan. Kaya para sa mapagkakatiwalaang mga balita, Radyo Pilipinas. Isang taon na tayong lumalaban sa COVID-19 at totoong nakakabahala na muli na namang tumataas ang bilang ng mga kaso.
Yung po pagtaas ng mga kaso ay patuloy at ito po ay natukoy dito po sa lalong-lalo na sa National Capital Region.
Iba't ibang variant ng virus ay nakapasok na rin sa bansa pero pamahalaan ay maagap pa rin at hindi naman nagpapabaya.
Ang kaagara, kilos o aksyon ng mga LGU and the national government ay talagang ginawang mabilisan at agresibo at kailangan matustusan po itong mga hakbang na ito para maputol ang kadena ng hawaan at masiguro natin na ang kanila pong inilatag na mga pamamaraan ay talaga pong magiging epektibo para mapababa ang kaso ng COVID.
Pangulong Duterte, muli na naman tayong siniguro na walang Pilipino ang maiiwan sa gobyernong ito.
I know, lahat kayo, lalo na mga kababayan ko na dyan sa Subatas area, lahat kayo huwag kayong matakot at hindi ko kayo iwanan. Wala ng pag-asa at parang abandono kayo ng gobyerno. Hindi yung mangyari yan. Maghintay-hintay lang kayo ng sandali. Abutin ko rin kayo.
Sa pandemya ay hindi tayo magpapatalo. Basta't sama-sama, kaya natin to. Isang mensahe mula sa DOH, KBP, PCOO, Philippine Broadcasting Service, Radyo Pilipinas, Republika FM1 at Capital FM2.
Ma, lapit na po start online class namin. On ko na po laptop.
Lagkit sa balat ng pawis. Itutok mo nga dito yung fan.
Ako tapos na sa module, kaya magvi-video games muna ako.
Hala? Lobat na yung phone ko. Kaka-charge ko lang ito Charge ko nga ulit.
Nak, pakiabot dito yung extension. May kailangan akong barinahin.
Hep hep! Wait lang family, hinay-hinay. Ngayong lahat ay naka-stay at home, check natin ang konsumo ng kuryente, pati yung mga kable, baka buhol-buhol. At ang plug, umiinit na. Naku, delikado yan. Maaaring pagmulan ng sunog. Habang nag-iingat sa virus tuwing lumalabas ng bahay, huwag din kalimutang maging maingat kahit nasa loob ng bahay. Isang paalala ngayong Fire Prevention Month mula sa Philippine Broadcasting Service at Radyo Pilipinas. Patnubay sa pamilyang mayroong kasamang may mild COVID-19 sa bahay. Panatilihin ang kalinisan sa bahay at katawan kung mayroong kapamilyang may mild COVID-19. Araw-araw linisin ang mga lugar at bagay na madalas hawakan tulad ng doorknob, switch ng mga ilaw, lamesa, upuan at gadgets. Linisin rin ang banyo araw-araw, pati na ang bawat bagay na katatapos lang gamitin ng pasyente. Maglaan ng bukod na basurahan para sa pasyente at huwag itong ihalo sa ibang mga basura. Balutin ito ng maigi at ihiwalay ng pagtatapon. Maghintay muna ng 3 araw bago ito isama sa iba pang basura. Ang mga maruruming damit ng pasyente ay huwag ipagpag o pahanginan para maiwasan ang posibleng pagkalat ng sakit. Sama-sama nating labanan ang COVID-19. We heal as one. Isang mensahe mula sa Philippine Broadcasting Service.
It is time for GearBox, the latest and freshest sa lifestyle products and trends. GearBox. Get ready for 2 hours of entertainment, features, review, and interviews. GearBox. We ask the questions so you get the answers. Wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa. GearBox. It's Eric and Nana live dito sa Radyo Pilipinas 738 AM. GearBox. Tutok na.
Magandang hapon. Welcome back to GearBox dito sa Radyo Pilipinas 738 AM and live din po tayo sa Facebook via GearBox RP1 at Radyo Pilipinas 1. Okay, so 2 channels you can watch us live or you can listen to us sa AM radio nga. Eric Tepan with Nana Nadal. And Nana, meron tayong mga gustong batiin?
Oo, gusto ko lang magpasalamat at mag-hello kay Angelo Redaha at kay Joshua Bendia. Thank you so much for watching on Facebook.
Oh, maraming salamat. And you guys are in for a treat because today we're gonna talk to Lara Pearl Alvarez, a contestant sa katatakbo pa lang, kalolaunch pa lang na reality TV show where there are business and physical challenges, The Apprentice One Championship Edition. Lara, welcome to GearBox.
Hello, thank you so much for sa ating viewers ngayon and thank you so much Sir Eric and Miss Nana for inviting me for this.
Well, our pleasure to have you here. Not often do we have somebody na yun nga, you're celebrity obviously at this level because you're being seen you're in a show being seen region-wide, hindi lang sa Pilipinas, ano? It's being watched. It was shot in Singapore. Para sa mga hindi pa nakakaalam, it was shot in Singapore. It's seen all over Thailand. Kaya nga nung nag-press con to, nung tinitingnan ko yung roster of media invitees dun sa Zoom call, iba-ibang pangalan kasi nga talagang regional yung launch na to. But Lara is a Filipina, born, bred, based in Baguio City. You are one of only 16 candidates. So
1-6,
16 candidates dito sa The Apprentice One Championship Edition. And aside from being a contestant, you're also a member of Team Lakay. This is an MMA group sa Baguio. What martial art do you practice, Lara?
When I was in college, I started with and eventually, sa later years, wushu ako. But it all started when I was in high school. I went through disciplines of martial arts.
Okay. Sorry, nagpuputol-putol yung audio mo, Lara. Kanina, off the air, you told us you practiced wushu and taekwondo. So, yun, para sa mga benefit ng mga nakikinig, napuputol yung audio ni Lara. Is that your audio okay na? Can we check?
Let me check, please.
No worries. Sana makakanood yung mga listeners natin, because si Lara, she's not just, a contestant, a martial artist, she's also an accountant, and napakaganda pa nito ni Lara, so very appealing para sa mga listeners natin to see what Lara looks like, kasi sa boses, syempre, it's hard to tell, but when you see her, kaya nga it's I'm sure that's ang laking factor niya ng mga makakuha ka ng mga fans na Filipinos to help you out dito sa show. I don't know kung paano yung criteria na kailangan mo, no? Just stretching here, but is your audio okay?
Baka kasi she's far from the...
Would you like to...
Kaya lang, wait.
But can you tilt your device pataas ng konti para hindi maputol yung... kasi nakakat yung... Okay, now can you try and give us audio?
Hello.
Yan, can you talk?
Yeah. Napuputol-putol yung audio. Kanina maganda, no? So, nung before we went on air.
Ano nangyari dito?
Ayun.
Yan. Okay.
Okay na?
Yeah.
Kaya lang, iganon mo ng konti yung, while you using a laptop, kasi yung noo mo putol. Yan. Okay.
So you were saying, tama ba? You're also an accountant, Lara, no?
Yes po.
Okay, so maybe we should explain why is it important that aside from being an athlete, you're also an accountant. Maybe we can start by talking about what is this ba? Ano ba yung The Apprentice One Championship Edition?
Okay, so itong The Apprentice One Championship Edition, it's different from the past versions.
Nako, hindi ka pa rin namin marinig.
Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yan.
Bakit pag ganyan? Narinig?
Pag nagsa-sound check si Lara, maganda. Pero pag nagkukwento na siya, which is...
Sakit lang po.
May pinipress ka ba pag ginaganyan mo?
Okay, can you call again po? I-check ko lang, sorry.
No worries. Sige, we can our producer F, can we drop the call muna with Lara and try to reconnect with her? Build up muna namin ni Nana itong Apprentice One Championship kasi this is very exciting. One of a kind show.
Yes.
Is a mix of business and physical challenges, Nana.
Because I think a lot of people are familiar with The Apprentice. Ito yung as in The Apprentice, it's the American reality television show that has been on air since 2004. Ako ba malinaw?
I guess yung isa din.
Kasi yung parang may choppy rin.
Baka yung Bluetooth, yung Bluetooth connection. But we welcome Lara back. Lara? Yes.
Ayan.
Can you talk to us a little bit para we can check?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's okay. Fairly okay na. Yeah. So let's try it out. So tell us again about The Apprentice.
The Apprentice One Championship Edition, this is different from the version na nakita na ng mga tao before. This is a combination of physical tasks and business challenges. At the same time, this is multicultural. It's the first time that candidates are from 11 countries. Kasi dati pag sa US they're just from US, or sa UK just from UK, or Asia just from Asia. Pero this time, we see that these 16 candidates came from different continents, different parts of the world, iba-ibang kultura, and at the same time, it's a very handsome looking cast.
11 countries, di ba? The candidates are from 11 countries.
Oo, marami. And you're right. You're not wrong in saying it's a very handsome cast. I saw the yung 16 contestants na, and you all are extremely fit, extremely good looking, extremely smart set of contestants. Tinanong ni Nana kanina, Lara, bakit importanteng how important is it yung accounting background mo in these business challenges sa The Apprentice?
Kasi for accounting po kasi what people know is that it's about pero actually hindi po eh. Accounting is about analysis, it's analytical, logical, and dyan matadevelop yung decision making mo. So when it comes sa business challenges, develop andyan yung critical thinking and pag-analyze mga data and other factors. And with extreme research kasi we are trained accountants, you are going to do research ganyan sa mga feasibility studies. So, it's so important sa akin na kung natutunan ko from my experiences as an accountant is nadala ko dito sa the business challenges.
Oo. Analytical thinking, sabi ni Lara, and feasibility studies na ginagawa nila for The Apprentice. Nana, you have a question?
Okay, so how was the audition? Kasi I'm sure there were thousands who tried to get in, 'di ba? Kasi ano ba yung price? It's a job, 'di ba? A $250,000 contract. 1 year kang magtatrabaho, right? Okay, baka mali yung pronunciation ko.
Chatri.
Tuloy mo nga, Lara.
Chatri Sityodong.
Okay, so he's the man behind one championship, di ba? So that's the price that you're vying for. So yun na nga. So I'm sure ang daming sumubok, ang daming gustong sumali. Paano yung audition? How was it?
Kasi there are different platforms na pwede kang mag-submit ng application. So pwedeng it can be IG, can be through Facebook, and sa One Championship. As for me po, kasi sa IG nakita yung advertisement for candidates. That's why doon po nag-apply. And ang unang basis po talaga nila doon is yung fluent ka dapat sa English. Fluent ka dapat sa English. Kaya yung mga countries na medyo behind speaking English, hindi sila nakuha. So, fluent ka sa English at the same time, business savvy. So, yung first interview namin, it's a series of interviews. So, first is one of the staff of the factory, which is the producer of the school. And then, sa executive producer, which is Miss Karen Sea. Siya ang may-ari ng Refinery Media. And for the final interview, yan na yung kay Chatri. So, siya cut-off. And yung first interview, lalagpas yan ng 1 oras kasi nakikilala sila yung pagkatao mo. I-test nila kung paano ka mag-answer ng mga questions. And then, ita-challenge ka talaga kung paano ka sumagot. So, yung screening, and then kung may kwento talaga yung buhay mo. So, when we got to know each other as candidates, doon namin nakita na iba-iba kami ng background. So, talagang kinuha nila yung iba-iba na personality para the show will be that exciting.
Paano nila naman na-test yung, or kailangan ba nilang i-test yung physical capability? Kasama ba talaga yun? Inaalam din nila?
Before the dun sa audition, hindi yun tinetest. They are just interviewing about your physical fitness, anong ginagawa mo on thesis to take care of yourself. At the same time, nagsasend kami ng photos ng mga katawan namin. So, sa therapy, and then yun, based nila.
How many contestants kayo sa Philippines? Would you know? Yung nag-audition?
I don't know kung ilan kaming nag-audition from the Philippines eh.
But dalawa lang kayo, no? Is that correct? Dalawa lang.
Si Louie Sangalang na naku. So since
Nana, yeah, you're okay. Nana, you're muted.
Yeah, I know.
Yan. No, you keep on pressing. Yan. Don't press it. Yan.
No, okay. What was I gonna say? Ayun. So since hindi kayo challenge physically during the audition, were you surprised with that physical challenges during the show? Or pwede mo bang sabihin sa akin yun o hindi?
So, hindi ko marinig na maayos. Can you
Sorry, no. Nana was asking, so kung hindi naman tinest yung physical capability ninyo, walang audition for that, nahirapan ka ba sa physical challenges sa show itself?
Well, for the physical challenge, nag-prepare kasi ako dyan. So, nakuha ako September. It was September. And then, I'm flying October last year. So, we have 14 days quarantine doon sa Singapore. And throughout that period, nag-work ako. Pero, ang challenge kasi dyan is after the physical task, magbe-business challenge na kami agad. And for business challenge, wala talaga kaming tulog. Sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours, ganyan. Minsan wala na talaga kaming tulog. Kasi matatapos kami to prepare for the challenge at around 2 or 3 p.m. And then, ang call time every day would be 5 a.m.
Wow.
Kasi yung nature ng production,
So would you say mas mahirap yung business challenges than the physical challenges?
Yes, the business challenges are super extremely mahirap. At the same time, yung nature ng show that kasama sila sa team. But when you are at the board, talagang psychological warning.
Oo. Now, tatanungin kita, Lara, one showbiz question, ano? Who do you dislike the most dun sa show? Pangalawang episode pa lang. Was it today? Today lalabas yung second episode, right? Or nag-air na ba?
Today. This
Tonight?
9 p.m. tonight.
9 p.m. tonight. Is there who's the contestant you don't like at all? The most?
The contestant I don't like at all. I wouldn't say na I dislike, no. For this challenge.
I'm sorry?
Nag-aabang talaga sila.
Siyempre, nag-aabang kami ng sagot.
For this challenge, yung first episode kasi, medyo nag-touch kami dyan ni project manager.
Yeah.
So, for the first challenge, nagkaroon kami ng banggaan kasi na-site ako at that time. So, I had the feeling na bakit yung tao na ito. Pero I believe that it's a part of the show. Everybody wants to. But eventually, for the next episode, nagkaintindihan na po kami.
So, sama ba? Sabi mo yung project manager, hindi mo kasundo? Ayaw mo sa kanya?
Yeah, at first.
At first, yung project manager nung first episode. Pero okay na, binawi agad nila.
Intriga ka eh.
Hanap tayo ng intriga, syempre. Yun ang maganda dun eh. Kaya nanonood yung mga tao. Yun ang nakaka-excite eh. More than I mean, as a viewer. Syempre, gusto mo yung relationship ng mga to eh. I mean, sino nagkakainisan? Are you working against somebody else para matanggal or something like that, you know?
Oo, kasi in the end, di ba, parang talagang, what are you divided into 2 teams ba?
Sorry.
You guys are divided into 2 teams.
Yes.
Tama? Team Conquest and Team Valor ba yun? Tama? Right.
Mm-hmm. So kahit na 2 teams, in the end, you're really competing against each other pa rin eh. It's not really the Team A versus Team B, di ba?
During the boardroom kasi, dyan po, isa-isa kaming tatanungin eh. Who did this? Who has the least contribution of the team? Mga ganun. Who deserves to be in the bottom 3? Yun yung mga ibang parts na nakat dun sa show. And yun yung challenge. Kasi kasama ko sila for the challenge. But if you lose, kayo din lang ang magtuturo may kasalanan.
Now,
so how has this impacted your life? Anong effect nitong experience na to sa buhay mo?
When I was there, it's a culture shock for me eh. Kasi this is my first international experience. Dito lang naman ako sa Baguio. Actually, this is my first flight. Kumuha lang ako ng passport ko when I applied for the Apprentice Championship. And so when I was there, it's a bit of a culture shock kasi I've worked in harmonious working environments na nakapos dito. Lahat competitive, lahat gustong manalo, lahat gustong sila yung nagsashine. So, culture shock. At the same time, sa akin naman, na-challenge ako kasi it's my first experience and I took it as a challenge to become better. So, for the first episode, ay medyo tahimik pa ako dyan. Pero, I'm a different person for the next episode. So, abangan po ng viewers natin tonight.
Grabe mag-tease si Lara, nung una tahitahimik pero baka may taekwondo kick ka ba dyan sa second episode or something?
Hindi naman umabot sa ganun. Sa isip lang.
You wished magawa mo pero syempre wala bang sparring? Wala kayong hindi kasama, walang sparring with someone? Parang pag hindi kayo nagkaintindihan, let's settle this in the ring, walang ganon?
Grabe.
Abangan natin sa mga episode kung may aabot sa ganyan. Kasi
nakita ko sa trailer
dates natin.
Pwede, baka sabi ni Lara, abangan daw, baka possible, we'll see. Pag talagang you can't see eye to eye, di ba? Hindi makapag-usap, di sa ring na lang natin ayusin. Lahat ba ng contestant may MMA or mga fighting background?
No, actually, apat lang kami na may martial arts background dun sa OT family. But lahat physically.
Pero may advantage ka pala kasi.
Actually, we have professional football players. So, kind of thing. Professional football players. But not is the martial arts background.
Lahat martial arts. Now, yung mga nakapanood na nung sorry Nana, you want to ask something?
No. I was gonna ask about the business side naman. Kasi you also had a chance to meet all these big CEOs, di ba?
Okay.
Hindi mo narinig? Eric, malabo ba yung audio ko?
Sometimes para nag-echo Nana. You were asking?
Okay, again. Kasi I think they also had the opportunity to meet a lot of other CEOs of big businesses. How was that experience for you?
Okay. Yes, we have CEOs from other companies like CEO ng Zoom, we have CEO of Grab, si Anthony Tan, Eric Yuan. And for this second episode, we have Patrick Group. So I was really looking forward to this. Kasi when it comes to technology and ayun nga, yung current trend ng marketing and expansion ng businesses, super expert talaga sila, this Katcha Group. So, naman natin yan this episode 2, at the new guest team natin as a judge. And it's very challenging kasi pressure na yung nag-pitch ka sa harap ni Harika and ni Chatri. May dadagdag pa na FTO, tapos pag tinitignan kayo talaga parang kinikita sa mga pinagsasabi niya. Siyempre, these are entrepreneurs. So, ayun, challenging siya. But at the same time, yun nga, it's all a learning experience for me. And it's an honor to pitch before this big-time entrepreneurs of Asia.
How do you handle the pressure, the kaba?
Hindi ko alam kung paano ko na-handle yung kaba. But, ang iniisip ko lang talaga, I didn't come all the way here para matalo. I didn't come all the way here para ma-eliminate. So, ang iniisip ko lang, kaya ko itong gawin. Minsan hindi na ako nag-eye contact Pero si Tatay kasi talagang tinitignan din kung you have your heart in what you're saying. Kaya pag nag-eye contact, i-eye contact mo din. Kasi doon niya mapipil yung message talaga ng pitch.
Now, Lara, nakita nung mga nung mga viewers, you were summoned to the boardroom nung episode 1, and tinatanong kita kanina off the air. I think I saw you cry. What was that experience like? Kasi I believe pag nasummon ka sa boardroom, is your parang tenure ba sa show in danger? Ganun ba yon?
Oo, bakit nilalaban mo yung buhay mo dun? Kasi nakita natin kung gaano ka-fierce si Chastity and talagang kikilatisip ka. At the same time, kahit magtutuan kayo to be limited. Hindi, ituturo mo yung tapos ituturo ko din. So that time, you're really like spending for your life. And after the boardroom, to change. Kasi ito na-experience na, kaya ko naman parang mag-okay. Kaya ko talagang depende ko sa sarili ko. So, I focus myself the next challenge.
Okay, I didn't get yung last part, Lara, no, medyo napuputol-putol, but yeah, you were saying na very intense kasi at least from watching it, kita ko si Chatri very intense no? Pag tinitingnan ka, pag parang pinapagalitan ka na hindi ko maintindihan, kahit ako kinakabahan, nanonood na nga lang ako eh. Viewer na lang ako, kahit ako
Ay,
kinakabahan.
gusto mo tumakbo.
Ako mismo natatakot kay Chatri eh. Although nung media press conference, he was very accommodating, nung nagkakwento siya about, hindi ko nga akalain parang totally different personality and persona. Nung nakita ko na yung nag-premiere yung first episode, sabi ko, ang layo nung nakita kong personality ni Chatri talking to the media, and then on the show, iba na yung look niya, talagang very intense and parang very parang CEO-like. Oo.
Kasi yun nga yung talagang titignan ka niya eye to eye at sasabihin mo kaya ikaw din, para maging convincing ka, makipagtigan din ako sa kanya. Ako talaga ipapakita. Kaya yung sinabi niya na his fears in the boardroom, kasi during the challenge, hindi talaga ako nakikinggan Kaya I was there, ine-explain ko na, ganito yung ni-research ko, tapos hindi ko na ako pinakinggan. Tapos ganito yung suggestions, these are my suggestions, and they were not listening. Tapos ang sagot niya sa akin, is it their fault? Ang sagot ko, that's their fault. Kaya, doon talaga challenge niya yung limit ko. Kaya minsan kinakat niya, sabi ko, para matuto ako sa experience yun na if people are cutting you, iputuloy mo kung sabihin mo. So, kung ganun si Katri, though dito sa challenge, kung naiinis siya. So, yun nga sabi niya, makita ng viewers dyan, the good side, the bad side, and the ugly side. So, it's super challenging at the same time. Ang daming matututunan when it comes to the boardroom. At yun kung lalabas talaga yung courage mo. Kasi after this experience na pagalitan kami ni Chat, when I was back here in the Philippines, parang wala ka na tatakutan na kausap.
I like that.
Was there a point that you wanted to give up?
No, never. No point na ganun. Kasi I wanted to fight until the end. I have a 10-month-old baby waiting for me at home na iniwan ko just for this opportunity. And ayun, hindi ko inisip ko kasi ang bigat mo, iniwan ko na responsibility.
Yeah, I want to go back to that very quickly. How hard was it for you? How long were you away from your son while you were shooting The Apprentice?
The filming period is 2 months, so I was away from him that long. And ayun nga, kung una pa lang, nasa quarantine pa lang ako. The second week, hindi na niya ako kilala sa video call. The first week, sobrang iyak siya ng iyak. And during the challenges, wala na kaming time na mag-video call Kasi everyone is on their laptops, lahat nagtatrabaho. Pag nakita kang nag-phone, ilalabas yan sa boardroom. So, nag-phone siya habang nag-challenge kami. That's why, yung time lang na makausap namin sila is during our free time, which is 2 to 3 a.m. na hindi naman gising yung at that time. So, I didn't have time to be talking to him. And it was so difficult emotionally siya. Kasi, parang siya, I'm doing everything for him. So, that challenge is ginawa ko na lang para i-give yung best ko for this competition. And actually, when I came home, hindi na niya ako kilala. It took me 3 weeks para mabalik yung affection niya sa akin as a mother.
Grabe. Talagang, hindi ko ma-imagine kung gaano kalaking challenge ito, So many levels, physically, mentally, yung actual na doing the show, and then yung being away from your son, ang dami masyadong pinagdaanan. Bilib ako sa'yo.
Kaya yun nga sabi kung sino talaga yung may unbreakable spirit, yun yung manatid sa show na to. Kasi andyan na lahat ng challenges, all aspects of your life lalabas talaga. Sometimes we talk about our personal lives also. Kasi sometimes, bakit why are you here? Yung question pa lang na yun is, it's sunod to us. Tapos soon yung development between you and the candidates.
Now, we talked about yung price.
Magkaka-age ba kayo ng mga candidates?
No. Kasi we have, yung oldest namin is 44-year-old, which is King. And then, ang youngest namin is Eugene, 23. And then, ako ang second youngest, I'm 24.
Okay. Iba-iba pala. Eric, you were asking.
No, nabanggit natin yung price is $250,000 contract and to work for Chatri Sityodong sa one championship how can people can viewers, can Filipinos, can your fans help you vote for you? Is there may ganung factor ba dito sa The Apprentice One Championship?
Walang ganung factor for this The Apprentice. It's the sole decision of the guest judges of America and si Chatri pa rin ang may decision niyan at the end of the day. Kasi binabantayan nila lahat ng galaw namin dyan. So, and yun nga, magtatrabaho directly para sa kanya. He wants the best person for the kaya wala tayong may expect na booking this show.
What are the ways Filipinos can watch the show? Anong channels, online outlets?
So for now po, ito kasi is Asia Lunch. So we are airing on Asia. And for the Philippines, we have EXN, which is 8:50 every Tuesday. And once Mondays naman po yan, 9 p.m. And for the online streams, abang po yan June onwards. June onwards po kasi yung
sa June? Did you say June?
Yes. Yeah. June onwards. Kasi ima-market po to the rest of the world US, Europe, non-Asian continents. At the same time, dyan din po yung
You have a question, Ana? When are you gonna start working for Chatri na, Lara?
Fishing, oh?
That's a difficult question. Abangan po natin. Abangan mananalo dyan sa candidate. Sinong mananay ang protege ni Chatri Sityo to.
So it has 13 episodes, tama ba? 13 episodes. And tapos na ang first episode, tonight, papalabas ang second episode, no? So medyo mahaba-habang suspense pa ito.
Oo.
Yes, hanggang June po yung ating reality show.
I can't wait.
Mahirap pa itago yung sikreto, Lara. Ano nangyari?
Parang gusto nang ikwento ni Lara sa atin off the air.
I can imagine, pinapirma siguro kayo, no?
Yeah.
You have a contract na hindi pwede.
We are under non-disclosure agreement.
Oh my. Yan, challenge na naman yan. Ang dami talagang challenges.
Mga teaser lang ang pwede namin ilabas during this interview.
So, speaking of teasers, what can viewers expect for tonight's episode?
For tonight's episode, aside from I'm not the same person, there will be a lot of action and drama for this show. Lalo grabe yung physical task namin dito, sobrang hirap.
Wow.
And our guest athletes dito is GSP. GSP is my idol, Jordan and the Gracie. Abangan po yan ng viewers natin. And sa business challenge naman, mahirap pa rin. Usual. So, there will be a lot more action, drama, and back and forth ng mga in the boardroom this episode.
I can't wait to find out what happens tonight. Is there, tawag ba doon, fired pa rin? Yung terminology ginagamit, you're fired pagka...
Eliminate.
So, yun din ang sinasabi nila, parang sinasabi ni Trump, you're fired? Or iba yung...
Chatri has a different catchphrase.
Different term. Okay.
For the show.
Meron na ba mamaya? Kasi wala pang na-fire, no? Meron na ba mamaya?
Tignan natin. Kasi kami din at that time, hindi namin alam eh. Actually, for the first episode, we thought meron talagang may eliminate. Kaya nung almost 3 of me, sabi ni ganun, kinakabahan na ako doon. Will stay. Tapos, sobrang yun sa akin. Kasi hindi rin namin alam eh. So, for tonight, kapilino din naman yung suspense na napit namin. Abangan na lang.
Damay-damay.
Diba?
So it's 8:50 tonight on AXN, tama no?
Yes, 8:50 tonight on AXN.
On AXN, and on Monday it's 9 p.m.
9 p.m. One Sports.
One Sports. Okay. So and tonight yung parang premiere ng episode 2. Tama ba?
It's the whole episode.
2. Okay. And then episode 2 on locally naman, kasi cable tong AXN, locally, local channel, it's gonna be on Monday pa.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Well, good luck. Ayaw mo sabihin sa amin, Lara, which we understand. You are under an NDA. So good luck. We'll find out together with everyone else what happens tonight and moving forward. But we hope, we wish you the best and hope to see you at the end. Win the whole package and prize. All right. Good luck. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you po, Ms. Nana and Mr. Eric, and to all our viewers. So, abangan po natin yung second episode, which will be more than the past episode at marami pong exciting na tonight. So, abangan po yan sa AXN and on Monday. And just to remind you, this is not your grandfather.
Lara Pearl Alvarez from the Apprentice One Championship Edition. We'll take a quick break. GearBox will be back right after these.
Turn up the headlights. Turn up the headlights. Tumutok na sa Gearbox dito sa Radyo Pilipinas 738 AM.
Nakakagulat at nakakabahala kasabay ng paglabas ng mga bagong variant. Bilang ng mga COVID cases, tumataas na naman.
Itong bagong variant, UK man o yung South African variant, siyang nakita nilang ugali o property nitong virus na to, pataas ang transmissibility. Ibig sabihin, highly infectious siya, highly contagious.
Bakunasyon man ay nagsimula na sa ating bansa, hindi ibig sabihin na tayong mga mamamayan ay magiging kampante na.
It is not enough na nagsuot ka ng mask. Kailangan yung mask nakatakip sa ilong at sa bibig mo to prevent infection. It is not enough that you wear your face shield. Kapag sinabing suot, hindi po nasa ulo. Kailangan nakatakip po sa buong muka.
Kahit mga bakuna ay nakaabang na, pag-iingat sa sarili pa rin ang dapat na inuuna.
It is not enough that you wash your hands. So mag-ugas kayo ng kamay ng more than 20 seconds para po kung sakaling may virus sa kamay ay nawawala agad.
Minimum health standards. Huwag maliitin. Sa tamang pagsasagawa, transmission ay kayang pigilin.
It is not enough na nag-physical distance kayo. Kailangan nag-physical distance kayo and at the same time, minake sure nyo na yung pinuntahan nyong pwesto ay hindi kulob, there is adequate ventilation, wala pong masyadong tao.
Sa panahong ito, na ang virus ay mas mabilis kumalat, pagkakaroon ng tamang impormasyon ay higit sa sapat. Kaya mahalagang yan ang ating ipagkalat.
It is not enough na ikaw lang ang may alam ng impormasyon. Educate the people around you para alam po nila kung ano ang dapat nilang gawin para maproteksyonan din po sila.
Basta't sama-sama, kaya natin to. Let's beat COVID-19. Isang paalala mula sa DOH, KBP, PCOO, Philippine Broadcasting Service, Radyo Pilipinas, Republika FM1 at Capital FM2. Usapin sa bakuna, mainit pa rin. Pero mga impormasyong mahalaga narito at ating alamin.
Ano ang ibig sabihin ng vaccine cold chain?
Ang vaccine cold chain ay ang pagsiguro sa kalidad ng bakuna mula sa panahon na ito ay ginawa hanggang sa panahon ng pagbabakuna. Ito dapat ay alinsunod sa rekomendasyon ng WHO ukol sa akmang temperatura ng pag-imbak at pagdala sa komunidad. Mahalaga ito dahil sensitibo ang mga bakuna at maaaring maging pahamak sa ating kalusugan kapag naiturok sa atin ang bakunang hindi naimbak sa wastong temperatura.
Tamang impormasyon. Yan lamang ang solusyon sa pagkalito at disinformation. Tara! Sa Bida Vaccination! Isang mensahe mula sa DOH, KBP, PCOO, Philippine Broadcasting Service, Radyo Pilipinas, Republika FM1, Capital FM2 at Integrated News Team.
Kalusugan at seguridad mo ang prioridad ng pamahalaan.
Nakikiusap po ako sa mga kababayan natin, sumunod po tayo sa gobyerno. Wala pong gugustuhin masama sa atin ang ating pamahalaan.
Disiplina sa sarili ay simulan. Minimum health standards ay sundin. Ito'y malaking ambag ng pagkalat at hawahan ng COVID-19 ay mabawasan at maiwasan.
Napakasimple lang po ng instruction ng ating gobyerno. Stay at home, mag-disinfect, mag-face shield, mag-face mask, mag-distancing.
Let's all work together as a team sa laban na ito versus COVID-19. Isang paalala mula sa DOH, KBP, PCOO, Philippine Broadcasting Service, Radyo Pilipinas, Republika, FM1 at Capital FM2.
Kapag hindi nakikita sa social media,
Region 2 po ay inopen po ang ating opisina para lahat ng mga media entities ay dito muna maglagay.
hindi ibig sabihin walang ginagawa.
Even yung mga nagdaang bagyo po, talagang yung mga tao dito ay wina-warning namin sila na talagang mag-evacuate before the impact.
Yung mga air assets po na na-request namin, nagdatingan po kanina, kaya nakaka-rescue at nakaka-relief operations po kami sa mga unreachable areas.
Sakripisyo ng mga rescuers hindi matatawaran.
17 Project Baguio, EMP natin, Marines, nagsisitatingan. Itong patuloy na pagpulan na to, hindi kayang i-drench yung willingness at yung aming commitment to serve and help yung ating mga kababayan.
Dahil sariling pamilya nila ay iniiwanan para unahing puntahan at iligtas ang mga nangangailangan.
Our National Resource Operations Center ay hindi po tumitigil sa pagre-repack ng mga family food packs. Makakaasa po kayo that we will sustain our disaster response operations.
Medyo mahirap po yung tuloy-tuloy, nakakapagod na po. Subalit pumitan pa rin ang mga sundalo na ito pa rin ang aming sinumpang tungkulin na tulungan ng ating mga kababayan na nangangailangan ng tulong.
Let's all stop the hate. Bayanihan ang ating kailangan. Pamahalaan ay ating pagkatiwalaan.
Dito sila nagtatrabaho round the clock. Ibig sabihin walang hinto, relibo lang.
Tulong ay laging nariyan.
Kaya natin to. Babangon rin tayo.
Isang mensahe mula sa Philippine Broadcasting Service, Radyo Pilipinas, Republika FM1, Capital FM2 at ang Integrated News Team.
Turn up the headlines. Turn up the headlines. Tumutok na sa Gearbox dito sa Radyo Pilipinas 738 AM.
Welcome back to Gearbox dito sa Radyo Pilipinas 738 AM. We're live on Facebook sa Radyo Pilipinas 1 and Gearbox RP1. Hanapin lang po ang Gearbox, sa YouTube Gearbox on Air, but on Facebook it's Gearbox RP1 at Radyo Pilipinas 1. Eric Tipan with Nana Nadal, and we welcome back Migs Torres from the Migs Torres Experience on YouTube. Hello, Migs.
Hello, Eric and Nana. It's good to be back here on Gearbox. Kain na naman tayo again. And alam nyo, ngayon na-realize ko na habang nagkakaedad pala yung tao, nag-iiba yung point of view mo sa paglabas-labas yan. Alam mo ba na na-realize ko if this directive to stay indoors and at home happened nung mga late 20s ko, late 20s to early 30s, siguro nabaliw ako nun. Pero ngayon, sinabi nilang, okay, you have to stay at home. You just have to stay there. Don't go out. Ako like, really? I don't have to go out? I stay here? Good job. I do that. Pero a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, before nagkaroon ng spike yung cases natin, my wife and I we were able to go to this location sa Batangas and shoot a video there. And dala namin yung sausages na binigay sa amin ng friends namin. And yun ang pag-uusapan natin today. Hindi pa natin na-edit yung video.
Mauna dito.
Oo. Gusto kong pag-usapan dito yung sausages this time, European sausages. Kasi dati na pag-usapan natin yung longganisa, di ba? Ngayon ang pag-usapan natin ang iba't ibang klase ng European sausages na nakasanayan din naman ng mga Pilipino in recent years. And meron tayong 5 kinds of sausages na tignan natin kung anong mga pinagkaiba nila sa isa't isa. Simulan natin sa isa sa mga pinaka-common, Hungarian sausage.
Of course.
It comes from Hungary, as the name suggests. So, mildly spicy ito. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, kasi pag sinabi mong Hungarian sausage, iniisip mo peppery siya. Dapat maanghang eh. Pero hindi eh. Usually bright orange ito dahil sa paprika na ginagamit. At yun din yung dahilan kung bakit may mild spice siya. Because ang paprika is actually the mildest of all the red peppers. Yun ang seasoning dito.
Okay.
Yeah. Beef and pork, of course, ang main ingredient ng Hungarian sausage. Minsan merong cheesy Hungarian, nilagyan nila ng queso sa loob. Pero I think this is more of a Western or more of a modern take on it.
Pang kids na yan, eh, no?
Pang kids, so kasi yung traditional na Hungarian sausage is, actually, ang traditional na Hungarian sausage is a lot more dried than what we're used to. Frankfurters naman, from Frankfurt, Germany, it's usually 60% beef, 40% pork, and mostly nako-compare ito sa hotdog. Pero kasi although magkalasa siya, magkaiba yung components nito. Traditionally, Frankfurters, it's in sheep's casing. Yung meat niya nalagay sa sheep's casing, and yung lasa niya is nakukuha by smoking it in low temperatures. So, and ang kadalasang kulay ng Frankfurters is yung natural color, which is brownish. No? Alam naman natin ang kulay ng hotdog dito sa Pilipinas, medyo makulay. Tingkad na pula. Yan. Now, Bratwurst is another type of sausage na sikat din pero hindi kasing sikat and very misunderstood, if I may say. It's from the old German words brat, which means to chop, and wurst, which means meat. Ito, walang halong kulay, and madidistinguish mo kasi very puti yung kulay niya. And mostly it's made of pork, pero meron ding versions, and a lot of versions here in the Philippines, it's made of veal. Okay?
Veal? Yeah.
Now, para sa akin, hindi siya ganun kalasa tulad ng Hungarian sausage, pero very subtle ang lasa niya. Tapos mas mararamdaman or makakagat mo yung strands of meat dito. Hindi siya yung talagang sobrang ground, parang minced meat yung dating pag kumain ka ng veal bratwurst. Now,
healthy yung veal?
Yes.
Healthy,
Veal, yes.
healthy. Oh, healthy meat yun, eh, no?
Yes, veal is a lot healthier than beef and pork. Very, hindi lang siya ganun, yung lasa niya is not the same as as beef and pork. May kakaunting anggo ang veal.
Masarap ba yun? Pag ganun?
Okay lang, oo.
Tao na gusto yun.
Yes,
yes. Tao na gusto yung anggo. May mga tao naman na talagang turned off.
Yes, in English tawag doon gamey. Very gamey yung lasa.
Gamey?
Oo, yung lasa ng veal. Pero pag na-smoke naman ito, hindi na masyadong malasa yung anggo niya. Now, we have kielbasa, which comes from Poland. And sa American culture, pag sinabi mong kielbasa kasi, ito yung letter U na mahaba na sausage. Garlic, juniper, and marjoram. Ito yung seasoning nito. Usually, some combination of pork and veal ang karne nito. And usually, it's from the shoulder part. Pero meron din mga gumagamit din kadalasan para mas, of course, para sa production cost na rin. Gumagamit sila ng meat scraps. Pero traditionally, it's the shoulder part of the meat, itong kielbasa. Now, ito, nung bata ako, hindi ko ma-distinguish ang kaibahan ng shublig sa ibang sausages, no? Pero habang tumanda ako, mas naintindihan ko na ito. Now, it's a Swiss-made sausage, gawa sa pork and beef, natural brownish color ito, and unique ang pampalasa ng shublig. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, medyo mas creamy yung lasa niya. Bakit? Meron itong non-fat milk pag ginagawa.
Oh.
Yeah. May non-fat milk ito at sibuyas. May other spices din, pero mas angat yung lasa ng yung creaminess ng sibuyas, ng gatas at yung spice ng sibuyas. Wala itong anghang and masarap sa sandwich, pero traditionally kinakain ito ng hilaw.
Oh.
Hindi siya Oo. Sa Switzerland, ang shublig noon, pag sinabi mong traditional shublig, hilaw siya, hindi mo siya iluluto. Minsan sinusmoke to. Pero of course, sa Pilipinas, hindi mo siya kakainin ng hilaw.
Pero yung mga sausage naman ito, mix...
sabihin ko, so direct from the ref.
Oo.
Oh, kasi pero these are cooked naman na, di ba? These are processed meats na eh.
Yes. Kaya
So,
hindi mo
malamig
siya
lang siya.
kailangan. Oo. Actually, traditionally, hindi mo rin siya pinapalamig kasi dried nga itong mga ito.
Okay.
So, hindi mo siya kailangan palamigin. And
Saan mo siya store?
You can store it, di ba usually nakahang lang yan, yung temperature. Ganun lang ang storage sa kanya. Kukuha
Kahit
ka
sa
lang.
Pilipinas?
Hindi, dito hindi. Kasi dito, more commercialized na. So, kailangan mo iluto ang shubig dito. Oo, tsaka mainit. Yung temperatures will might encourage bacteria growth or something. Iluto po ninyo ang shubig pagkakain ko sa Pilipinas. Parang awa nyo.
Okay, makinig sa advice mo, hindi luto yung mga yan. Bakit medyo moldy? Ba't medyo moldy ang lasa nito? Sabi ni Migs, wala namang
pwede na to. Baka mamaya sumakit na siya ninyo.
Maanggo lang. Bakit ito moldy na?
Hindi po. Dito sa Pilipinas, commercialized na po ang shublig dito. So, you have to cook it, alright? You have to at least pan-sear your shubligs. Na marami pang klase at subcategories ang mga yan. Nagulat din ako. Kapag nung tinignan ko sila, ang daming subcategories, mga different regions. No? Kunwari sa Hungarian Sausage, ang daming different classifications. Pero more of overview ang pinag-usapan natin. Masarap ito. May kasamang patatas, mustard, pickles, yan. Pero since Pinoy tayo, alam natin kung ano, kanin at ketchup. Masarap mga pares na ito. Walang tatalo dyan.
Yun na. Alam mo ako, mahilig ako sa sausages and lahat yung mga binanggit mo. Gusto ko yan, binibili ko yan, pero hindi ko siya ma-differentiate. Alam mo yon, parang pag kinakain ko yung isa, okay, I like it. Okay, I like the shublig. I'm enjoying the Bratwurst. I'm enjoying... Pero, kunwari, ewan ko, siguro what I need to do is to cook everything na sabay-sabay, no? Para doon ko makita, yun pala yung difference.
Exactly. Yung video, the sausage, the sausages that were given to us was like a barbecue party pack. It came from this internet seller. Pangalan nila is Dave and Brewster Deli Sausages. Ang binigay nila is yung different kinds of sausages na lima ito. So, natikman ko talaga yung pagkakaiba ng lasa ng bawat sausage. So, doon mo talaga ma-distinguish and ma-appreciate kung ano yung lasa nito. Kasi, alam mo yun, very subtle, minsan talaga yung differences.
Oo, eh.
Pero yun nga, sa Pilipinas, iluto nyo yung sausage, pagkatapos samahan nyo ng kanin. Yan, the best.
Yun na tanong ko sa'yo eh. So, nung tinikman nyo lang sausages, gano'ng kadaming kanin ang nakain mo?
Alam mo, hindi kami dala ng kanin. Yun ang nakalimutan namin sa bakasyon namin ng wife ko, is magdala ng bigas. Buti na lang may dala. Sorry, Nana?
Cooker.
Oo. Wala kami dalang rice cooker, wala kami dalang bigas. Pero meron kami dalang pasta. Then may bala kaming magluto dapat na, may spaghetti. Yun na lang ang ginamit namin. So nagpasta lang kami. Pagkatapos sausages, no? Yung mga sausages. Okay naman. Bumagay naman siya kahit pa paano. Kasi parang tomato ketchup na rin yun. Tsaka nakanin. So, yun. Go ahead and enjoy more food videos. If you want more food videos, go to the Migs Stories Experience on YouTube, subscribe, and marami pang different kinds of food ang sinubukan kong i-explain sa abot ng aking makakaya.
So, this guide to sausages, Migs, kailan ang labas nitong episode na to?
Ini-edit ko pa, hopefully next week mailabas ko na siya.
Next week, okay.
Yes.
Bawal ang karne next week, Holy Week.
Okay, sige, wag yun. Ibang episode po ang ilalabas ko next week, na-edit ko na yun.
Munggo!
Holy Week.
Holy Week, munggo.
Oo, munggo.
Tsaka munggo, tsaka galunggong.
Munggo, galunggong, tinapa next week. Pero kaabangan nyo, dahil unang-una maganda yung location kung saan kami nag-shoot nito and masarap yung mga sausages na tinikman natin. And before we go, meron akong gusto lang i-share. Dahil ito hindi ko mapigilan tong discovery kong ito, no? It's blew my mind. Alam niyo ba na ang kaldereta, di ba kasi marami pinagsabi, iba yung lasa ng mechado, menudo, kaldereta, isa lang, di ba? Nabasa ko, na research ko, no? caldereta is a celebratory dish that's made of beef. It's a general term ng beef na niluto sa kaldero, right? And merong mga different na sahog. So, ang mechado is a type of caldereta pala.
Oh.
So, sa mga na-realize ko lang kanina dahil nagbabasa-basa ako. So, gusto ko i-share right away habang fresh pa yung information. Mechados are calderetas, but not all calderetas are mechados. Yeah.
Wow, nalito ako dun Nalito ako dun.
Pag-ulit ito bukas sa YouTube, sa at GearBox on air on YouTube para ma-absorb mo yung sinabi niyo.
Yun nga i-replay ko yun. Maraming salamat, Migs Torres of the Migs Torres Experience on YouTube for telling us about, giving us a guide sa mga sausages from all around the world. Catch his, mga tips about food and his reviews sa the Migs Torres Experience on YouTube. Maraming salamat, Migs. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, more GearBox about skincare. Ang pag-uusapan natin, dyan lang po kayo. Thanks, Migs. Salamat.
Slinyador, forward, and speed up with GearBox sa Radyo Pilipinas, 738 AM. Laging handa.
Umupa na at tubig matapos sumabot ito hanggang
Ilang bayan sa Camarines Sur ang nalubog sa baha.
Serbisyo sa bayan, hindi mahahadlangan.
Patuloy na nakatutok at nusubaybay ang sitwasyon sa lumigan sa 2,228.
Pagbabantay at pagbabalita gagawin sa lahat ng paraan.
Magpapatuloy pa nga rin itong itinakas rescue operation.
Radyo, TV, social media, kasama ang buong puwersa ng Integrated News Team. Presidential Communications Operations Office, Radio Television Malacanang, Philippine News Agency, Philippine Information Agency, People's Television, IBC 13, Balita Central, Radyo Pilipinas Nationwide, FM1 at FM2. Komprehensibong inuulat ang pinakauling sitwasyon sa ating bayan para sa kaalaman at impormasyon ng bawat mamamayan.
patuloy ang pakiusap ng palasyo sa publiko.
Sa anumang panahon, laging handa para sa bayan.
Sinovac, ang unang bakunang nakarating sa bansa. Dito'y marami pa ang may pangamba at pagpapabakuna ay balak na ipagpaliban muna. Kaya naman, ilan sa ating mga doctors and nurses, isa-isa nang nagpaturok para patunayang kaligtasan at hindi banta sa kalusugan ang bakunang ito.
Doon po sa amin sa PGH, medyo mukhang dumami po talaga after the second day. Siguro hinintay din nila kami pagpapakuna ni Director Gap. Ako po kasi dating director din ako ng PGH. Tapos kasama namin yung mga ibang mga doktor po, nakasamahan namin na ibang specialist doon sa PGH ang nagpapakuna on the first day. At nakita naman nila na wala naman pong hindi kanais-nais na nangyari sa amin. At hopefully makadagdag po ito ng konti sa confidence ng ating mga kasamahan.
Patuloy pa rin namang ipinapaliwanag ng mga eksperto na ang bawat bakuna ay sinusuring mabuti bago mapayagang magamit at iturok sa publiko.
Ang pagkakaroon po ng bakuna ay hindi simpleng bagay. Marami pong pinagdaanan to at marami pong eksperto ang tumingin bago po maglabas ng desisyon ng ating FDA. So napakalaki po na aking kumpiyansa na basta po aprobado ng ating FDA, ito po ay siguradong mabisa, ligtas, at may kalidad. Kaya kailangan po tayo bilang mga mamamayan, lalong-lalo na yung mga at risk po, katulad ng healthcare workers, ang mga may edad na ang iba pang sakit, kung mabigyan po tayo ng oportunidad na bigyan ng bakuna, tanggapin po natin. Dahil ito po ay ating pagkakataon upang sa lalong madaling panahon, tayo po ay mabigyan ng proteksyon. Hindi lang po laban sa infeksyon, kundi pati po sa simptomas, sa severe disease, sa hospitalisasyon, at huwag naman po ipahintulot kahit po sa pagkamatay.
Kaya pawiin ang pangamba. Sa mga tamang impormasyon at balita lamang maniwala. Res Bakuna. Sama-sama tayo sa Bida Vaccination. Isang mensahe mula sa DOH, KBP, PCOO, Philippine Broadcasting Service, Radyo Pilipinas, Republika FM1, Capital FM2, at Integrated News Team. Mag-iisang taon buhat ng ang gobyerno'y magdeklara ng quarantine dahil sa pandemya.
Community quarantine is hereby imposed.
Pamalaay pinagsumikapang punan ang pangangailangan ng buong bayan.
I issued an order in implementing the Bayanihan to Heal as One Act.
Maraming naging pagsubok, ngunit nananatiling nakatayo. At ngayon, kislap ng pag-asa ang hatid ng bakuna.
Today we make another step towards in our ongoing fight against COVID-19 as we receive 600,000 CoronaVac doses.
We heal as one. Ito na ang simula. Sama-samang babangon mula sa krisis pangkalusugan. Katuwang ang pamalaan, tayo'y tutungo sa maganda't ligtas na bukas.
Let us demonstrate unity in our shared task of nation building and healthier society of every Filipino.
Isang mensahe ng pag-asa mula sa Philippine Broadcasting Service at Radyo Pilipinas.
Todo na ang silinyador, forward, and speed up with GearBox sa Radyo Pilipinas, 738 AM.
Welcome back to GearBox. Ngayong Thursday ng gabi, Eric Tipan with Nana Nadal, second hour of the show, 6:15 already. And we welcome mula sa DARE Clinic, yung kanilang Medical Director and CEO, Dr. Jean Marquez. Dr. Marquez, welcome to GearBox.
Hi, hello Eric, hello Nana, and hello to all the listeners out there.
Doktora, can you tell us more about DARE Clinic? May ibig sabihin yung DARE, di ba? Yung D-A-R-E.
Yes, actually DARE stands for Dermatology, Aesthetics, and Restoration. No? Actually, ang DARE is geared towards what you call restorative dermatology. No? Yung restorative dermatology is actually a term that we used in DARE. No? It's unique in DARE wherein we combine the conventional approach in treating mga skin disorders, premature aging, obesity, no? The conventional approach to that, no? Plus what you call the functional dermatology. Now, functional dermatology is something new. That's what you call the 20th century medicine or functional medicine. No? Kasi this will actually, it addresses the root problems of these conditions. No? So we're not just treating the symptoms from the outside, like with the pamahid. No? We want to dig deep into the root problem because the skin is very much connected to the body, no, to the other organs in the body. And then we also combine, of course, no, we should not forget aesthetic dermatology because initially patients go there for aesthetic reasons, but we want their beauty, or we want whatever we do to their skin to have a more lasting effect. So we want to really dig deep into the problem and what's causing it.
I like what you said, Doktora, that you really get to the root of the problem, because I think a lot of people just go for the parang band-aid treatment, di ba? Like you said, pahid ng pahid, ganyan. Pero meron talagang mga nakakaligtaan na dahilan ng mga skin problems. What are some of these? Just a quick rundown on what are some of the possible causes that people tend to ignore?
Oh yeah, sige. Kasi usually patients come to us with itchiness, no, dryness, redness on the skin, no. Hindi nila alam that most of these mga chronic skin conditions, these are immune system problems, no. And then most of our immune system are actually in the gut or in our digestive system, no. So our digestive system is it's like the size of a 10 tennis court, no. So doon there are immune cells that's happening. There are good bacteria in there that helps promote the good immune system, no? So when that actually, the gut gets damaged or it gets inflamed, no? What happens is, doon nag-uumpisa ngayon yung immune dysregulation. There's a problem in the immune system which brings about all these skin conditions, okay? So, kasi usually, punta ako, asthma of the skin in a conventional approach, and then I have itchiness, they give me anti-itch. I have redness, they give me steroid. I have dryness, they give me let's say mga moisturizers, no? And then they give me moisturizing soap, no? So that's a common approach, no?
Right.
But then paulit-ulit.
Oh.
And then it becomes more costly to the patient. It gets very frustrating to the patient. And when the patient gets stressed out, it adds up to the inflammation in the body. Because stress can actually trigger inflammation in the body. And all these skin conditions starts with inflammation. Okay? And then until hindi na makontrol. So, ang ginagawa namin is, well, let's check. We do employ sa mga diagnostic procedures, no? Like we have some laboratories, we have the organic acid testing, we have the food intolerance testing, no? That can detect where are the problems in the body, what processes in the body are not functioning very well. Is it the energy production, or is it in the problem in the gut, the intestinal permeability of the gut? Is there a problem also in the detoxification? No, are there yeast in the gut that's causing all this? No, are there bacteria in the gut, excess bacteria? Are there toxins, no, in the gut? So nakikita yon. So the amazing thing is nakikita with these labs, and that's why you call it 21st century medicine, kasi talagang hindi siya conventional laboratories, no? So we're thankful that we have that, and na-empower yung doctors, yung physician, to address the problem more, no? At nakikita namin up to the smallest detail, and then yung patient din mas nagiging maalam siya sa kanyang kondisyon, no? So na-empower din siya, so he knows what to avoid. And with this mga problems underneath, it gets affected then by the lifestyle, the stress, the food that you eat, no? And also, of course, yung mga infections that you had, or yung mga other medical conditions, trauma, or marami, mga problema. Most of these patients, makita mo, oh, when I started to have a separation from my husband, then my health just deteriorated, the skin condition came out, no? So yun, nakikita mo, it's all correlated.
Okay.
No?
So it's more a very holistic approach, Doc, ano yung pagtingin nyo, hindi lang skin deep, ika nga yung pag-treat nyo ng pasyente, tama?
Yes, yun ang term. It's a holistic approach, no? That's why we call it beauty beyond the surface. No?
Nice.
So it's
nice.
Yeah, so we call it beauty beyond the surface because, you know, as a dermatologist for years, I was actually trained to do conventional dermatology and aesthetic. I love doing fillers. I love doing Botox. I love doing all these lasers. No, in fact, I was trained with that. No, we even went to the States to undergo some observership training. No, so parang it's easy to do that, eh. No, pero going beyond that, getting really concerned about the health, the wellness of the person, that's our goal, no? Kasi we don't want women or men going there, ay, ang gwapo na niya, oh, pagka fillers. After a week, Botox, tapos babalik na naman. After 2 months, anong nangyari? Ang bilis mo naman nawala yung fillers and Botox mo. And then we learned that he cannot sleep.
Oh,
no?
stress.
He's having all these medical conditions, no? So we cannot help but pakialaman yon, no?
That's right. Tama.
Right?
Kaya ako, Doc, I blame stress from my aging issues, eh. Yun ang, it's not my age. Yeah. It's stress.
Correct.
That's making me old. It's not my age.
But actually, I think all of us, especially nowadays, during pandemic, kahit pa paano, when you look at the mirror, tumanda ako ng mga isang level, ganun, 2 levels up, no? I think all of us has experienced that in one way or the other, no? When we're stressed out, we're not eating properly too. We're craving all these junk foods, all this sugar, just to put up our energy, diba?
Aray ko naman.
No, and it makes our condition worse, and it makes our appearance worse.
Masama ba yun, Doc? Junk food? Does it ruin the skin?
Yes, kasi
really?
Most of these junk foods, they have processed foods, and most of them have mga chemicals in it, no? And if you have a problem in detoxification, hindi nalalabas mo yun sa katawan. Your liver is not detoxifying it
properly. Hindi kayang i-jogging yun, Doc?
Ha?
Hindi kayang i-jogging yun? Para mailabas yung mga...
Well, actually, as I've said, if you have detoxification problems and you have already this inflammation going on, it's gonna be harder to remove that, no? Eventually, your body can only take so much, no? At saka yung exercise mo, well, it's good because exercising can actually detox. Sweating is one way to detox.
So, Doctora, for you to be able to do all this parang holistic treatment, in DARE Clinic, you have a team of doctors, di ba?
Oh, yes. No, I cannot do it on my own, no? Because for one patient, it's going to be really extensive, no? So I have 3 dermatologists under me, no? So, and also we have a team. Kasama na sa aesthetic is we have a surgery team. We also have a hair transplant team, no? And then we also treat well, unfortunately, no, na pumanaw na yung ating magaling na vascular surgeon who does the lasers, no? But we also do the sclerotherapy, I for one, no? And also, we have a team of nutritionists, also of nutritional coaches, and also a fitness coach.
Okay.
So all of that should be actually, all of that kasi affects talaga the wellness or the being of the patient.
Oh.
Yeah. So madaming experts, ano? And speaking of being an expert, I noticed your Facebook page says, There by Dr. Jean Marquez, FPDS. Ano yung FPDS and why is it important that we go to a dermatologist that is an FPDS?
Yes, ang FPDS means Fellow of the Philippine Dermatological Society. In order to be a fellow, of course, you have to be a doctor, no? 4 years of pre-med, 4 years of proper med, and then you have to have internship, board exams, and then you have to be trained in an accredited dermatology residency program, no? Here in the Philippines. There are only, meron yan, mga listed yan. During our time, it was only few, no? And most of them are in the government hospitals, no? So after that, you take the fellowship exam, no? Yun na, magte-test ka na. So why is it important? Because ang training namin actually is very extensive research. No, we also study the pathology of the skin, no? Dermatopathology. We look at the skin on microscopes, no? Para naiintindihan namin what's going on in the microcellular level, no? There's the physiology and then the anatomy of the skin. And then we get exposed to several patients during the training because that's why the government training is the best approach. Of course, there are also private training hospitals na, no? So yun ang ginagawa. So why? Because probably it's a more rigorous training.
Yes.
A more rigorous training. And then after that, we also have some subspecialties like subspecialty in laser, subspecialty in dermatopathology, pediatric dermatology. So it's up to you now what you want to focus on. Right now, ang functional dermatology is just starting in PDS. They're starting to just form pa lang a special interest group for functional dermatology, no? Ako, I trained also in lasers, no? In the States, and I trained a lot in injections of fillers and Botox. I do masteral injections. Therapy is for one, and also this functional medicine. So overall, we call it restorative dermatology because we want to restore the skin at its healthiest state, no? By doing all this approach.
Wow.
O go, Eric. Hindi ka na ba ng beauty tips?
Ha?
Naku, mahihirapan si Doktora, maraming steps. Hindi ganun kadali, for sure.
Kaya ni Doc yan.
You mentioned, Doc, kanina, no, yung mga functional dermatology, clinical, restorative. What are the differences in very brief, para explanation, Doc, para maintindihan ng mga listeners?
Like what I've said, no? Pag sinabi mong clinical dermatology, it's the practice of dermatology which addresses skin diseases.
Okay.
Okay. And then, there's naman the aesthetic side of dermatology, the cosmetic dermatology or the aesthetic dermatology, no? So yun naman, those are addresses the aesthetic concerns of the patient, no? Like halimbawa, like we do aesthetic procedures like Botox, fillers, lasers, no? And also some other injectables, no? So yun. So ngayon kasi, when you think of dermatology, the problem is, iniisip nila, aesthetic na lang.
Yes, oo nga. Oo.
Yung mga pampaputi.
Yes, and then there's no real distinction na who is a dermatologist ba talaga and who is parang aesthetic dermatology. So, dun ngayon nagkakaroon ng medyo conflict or kaguluhan dun sa pasyente na who to approach. I would advise that if they have aesthetic and skin problems, skin disease, of course, they approach mga fellow of Philippine Dermatological Society. Skin and also aesthetic, we do also aesthetic, no? Kasi meron ding mga that came out well in the latter part of the years, no? They call themselves aesthetic dermatology. So actually, in every specialty, may nagkakagulo na ganyan, di ba? Dentist, cosmetic dentistry, no? So, I don't know, parang may mga ganon, no? But of course, they're also physicians, no?
Yeah.
And we respect also their practice of aesthetic dermatology.
Doctora, what are the common skin problems that you encounter? Like now, pandemic, for sure, mask me. Paano ba yan? Diba? Like ako, I always have pimples in this area on my chin. I think yun yung mask diba?
Oo nga, have you tried different mask na ba? May nahiya ka ba?
I should know. It's the material of the mask, no?
Yeah, the material kasi, no? I suggest that you try different masks, no? And see kung ano. Kasi, ang acne actually doesn't always starts as hormonal. It can start as irritation of the skin, no? So, yung irritation na yan, yung irritation can actually cause inflammation of the skin. It can block the pores, and then the oils inside are trapped inside the pores, hindi nakakalabas. And then it starts to become acne. And then bacteria will set in, and then yan na, acne na. So you also have to prevent irritation, to prevent acne. So you choose mga masks that can be soft on your skin. So you try it out, no? I've seen some patients who are more okay with cloth, but the cloth is not as protective.
Yeah.
So I tell them to put surgical mask on top, no? Kasi yung surgical mask naman is talagang hindi na-absorb yung sweat mo. The sweat also gets trapped Diba? Hindi na-absorb nung surgical mask. Unlike the cloth, it can absorb the sweat, no? So that's one thing. So it's good to combine, no, for protection and for, syempre, prevention of maskne, no? Because we do not want to compromise the protection, which is even more important, especially during this time. And also another thing that causes maskne, aside from the irritation, is the hormonal changes that happen. Of course, during this time, stressed out lahat ng tao. Imaginin mo paglabas ng ano pa lang, ng bahay, para ka nang nasa gera, di ba?
Oo.
Parang, taas na kaagad ng radar mo di ba? Talagang grabe yung yung fight and flight mo alam mo yon?
Yes.
So, it raises the cortisol levels. Then, that's the one that causes inflammation in the skin. So, grabe. And the whole day, nakataas yan. Nakataas yung radar mo because you're very much alert, no? So, that's why when you go home, para kang plastado. Especially mga doctors, diba? Yes. Especially mga doctors, they talk to patients, they remove their mask, and then sa hospital, no? Just imagine the stress of mga kababayan natin, no? That's why, thank you for guessing us doctors, no? Because we want to empower them during this time. And talagang yung knowledge is a way of empowering them and helping ease their burden, diba?
Yes. And thank you for accepting our invitation. Doktora, ang isa ko pang palaging naririnig is itong atopic dermatitis. Ano ba yon?
Yes, ang atopic dermatitis, very common yan ngayon. It's asthma of the skin. Because when you talk about asthma, you would only think of yung baga, no? Asthma of the skin is, there's atopic dermatitis in the skin or asthma of the skin as well, no? Usually, ito yung nangangaliskis, makating-makate, no? Tapos, nagkakaroon ng patsi-patsing pamumula, no? And it happens on the same area, no? Dito sa harap ng siko, dito sa face, dito sa batok, no?
Siyempre tumitingin ako.
Pwede rin yan sa likod ng ano ba to, ng knees or ng tuhod. So sometimes that's natural when I talk about itchy. Yung mga tao biglang nagkakamot.
Now, Doc, tinatanong, since Nana brought it up, what are summer is here. Ano yung mga issues na na-encounter, especially Filipinos, humidity and the heat pag summer, ano yung mga dapat bantayan?
Yes, so of course, aside from the flare of atopic dermatitis, because it flares during very hot season, very cold season, ganun yan no? So nagkakaroon ng flares, no? Also, ang dapat nating bantayan ay yung mga milyarya o yung bungang araw.
Oh.
Diba? So, lalo na ngayon, mga
Di ba pambata lang yun, Doc? Dinig ko lang yan dati, bungang araw, pambata eh. Di ba
Meron
pambata?
din yun sa mga adult, no?
Okay.
Especially mga nagda-drive ng husto, di ba?
Okay.
So, the whole day, they're driving and then leather ang seat nila, no? Ganyan. So, laging nakadikit yung likod, no? The sweat is trapped inside, no? Hindi lumalabas. Pag ang suot pa nila, yung mga halimbawa, mga linen o mga nylon, no? Hindi mga cotton, hindi na-absorb ng tela yung sweat. No? So, ang nangyari, naandun lang siya sa skin, it gets trapped inside, nagkakaroon ng mga butlig-butlig na makakate. That's miliarya o bungang araw. So, it happens at the back, it happens dito sa binte. Lalo na, di ba tayo, lagi tayo nasa Zoom, yung mga nag-online, yung mga bata. Di ba? And then, they're seated on a leather chair or halimbawa, kahoy, no? So, ang tagal nila. So, itong likod ng hita, nagkakaroon yan minsan ng pangangate, no? Nagkakaroon din ng bungang araw. So, that's the one that I think now is also common. And of course, pigsa. Because when there's heat, then you sweat, then bacteria can actually be, it's a breeding ground for bacteria. So, pigsa is also common. And of course, ano pa ba? Sunburn, no? Especially kasi now, the only luxury na natin yung maglakad sa labas di ba? So sinasagad-sagad na natin. Pag may pagkakataon sa beach, sayang naman, di ba? So sunburn is another one.
Doktora, di ba lagi tayong nasa indoors lang naman ngayon? Kasi nga, work from home, stay home. Kailangan pa ba mag-sunblock?
Yes, kailangan pa, no? Kasi ang kasi nakita nila ang aging is connected with the UV rays, 'di ba? But it's also directly related to the infrared light, no? Sa ilaw na nakukuha natin from the bumbilya, especially mga fluorescent lights, no? That's why sometimes yung LED is good, no? Mas safe siya sa ating skin, no? So we also tell them to put sunscreen, lalo na kung matagal yan. Halimbawa, nakatutok ka laging sa ilaw, or halimbawa yung... Yes. O kaya itong, kaya pag nagluluto, no? Kasi ang heat din can also cause aging, no? So, kaya yung mga cook natin, yung mga chef, madalas nagkakaroon din sila ng problema sa skin. Tapos, kung halimbawa yung nakaupo ka, yung office desk mo ay laging nakatapat sa bintana, nagpe-penetrate ang UV rays through the windows, no? Kaya pwede rin yung mag-cause ng mga premature aging.
Now, since we're on the topic, go ahead, Nana.
Yeah, go ahead, Eric. I think pareho tayong tatanungin.
What are the best anti-aging tips that you have, Doc, para sa ating mga nag-Gen Xers na tumatawid na sa...
bata.
Sa ating mga bagets. No? Well, actually, I really believe, this is a cliche, but the thing that will really help you to not age fast is the food that you put in your body. Because there are what you call anti-inflammatory foods. Okay? So these are the foods that are rich in antioxidants.
What are those, Doc? Ano yung mga examples ng anti-inflammatory foods?
Magbigay lang tayo ng example. The fishes, no? The fishes are high in omega-3 fatty acid, no? They're anti-inflammatory. So, pero syempre, not all fishes are equally the same, no? Most of the ones that have high pesticide contents or mga hindi magaganda sa katawan are yung mga hito, tilapia, yung mga paborito natin. The ones that are good are yung mga mackerel, sardines, the ones that are small, no? So they have high omega-3 fatty acid, no? So another thing that will be helpful, no, is tuna also a lot of times have high pesticides din. They have high heavy metals pala, sorry, not pesticides. Heavy metals, no? Mercury, no? They have high mercury content. Also, mga different vegetables. So you have the different colors of vegetables that are high in antioxidant, and also mga dark green leafy vegetables. Okay? Another thing that will be helpful is the kind of oil that you use, no? It's better that you use yung mga hindi saturated oils, no? Like you can use actually yung mga olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, ganyan, no? Also, no, mga peanuts are good, not peanuts but mga almond, ganyan, that's good, no? So, and you should avoid
Doktora, nahulog yata ang ating...
Yeah, I'm still here, no? And as much as possible, you have to avoid sweets. Processed food.
Yan, Nana, nadinig mo yun, ha?
Daily.
So, kung ganit.
Daily. So, walang ice cream, Doc? May summer pa man din ngayon.
Well, may ice cream naman containing coconut milk,
Yun
almond milk, diba? So, yung mga dairy-free na ice cream, no? So, another thing is, you have to wear sunblock, no? As much as you can, no? Kasi unang-una, we have the natural aging process, but the biggest chunk of aging comes from photoaging, which is sun exposure. So, di ba, minsan kaya nga tayo, yung mga nagta-triathlon, di ba, yung mga nagbabike, no? So, parang gumaganda yung katawan natin, pero yung face natin parang medyo nag-i-age, no? Nagungulubot because of the sun. No? So, hindi rin maganda ang extreme sun exposure. And another tip is you have to have a good maintenance lang, a good soap that will clean your face but not dry it too much, a moisturizer that will not clog your pores, no, not too oily. And then you can probably have some vitamins on your skin, like vitamin C serum is good, no? Mga peptides na tinatawag, no? So, yung mga yon. So, actually, maraming tips. Sleeping early, sleeping enough, like 7 to 8 hours, no? And, of course, exercising, no? That's one thing din.
Okay.
So, doktora, kung talagang matigas ang ulo ko, tas gusto kong kumain ng sweets, ayokong kumain ng gulay, at pupunta ako sa DARE Clinic, how can you help me? Kanina you mentioned Botox, fillers, lasers, ano-ano ba yung mga yan?
Yeah, kasi number one, we do therapy, no? We have what we call the selfie program. The selfie stands
program.
Yes, the selfie stands for smoothening. E is erasing yung mga fine lines, erasing mga pigmentations. The L is for lifting the skin, no? And the I, yun na, kasama na yun, yung lifting. And the E is enhancing natural features. Kasi nangyayari, pag ginawa ito lahat minsan, iba na itsura, hindi na namumukhaan ng asawa. So we want the natural beauty or the natural features of the either a male or a female to really come out to be the best version, no? So therapy is a non-surgical facelift. That's for the lifting. And then for the erasing, we do the Botox to erase the wrinkles. For the pigmentation or kung mga veins, we do lasers for that, no? And then yung enhancing natural features, it really depends na on the eye of the one that's doing it, no? Because a lot of doctors can do fillers and Botox, no? But it's not just science, it's art, no? So sometimes the face of the patient becomes kung ano yung taste ng doctor.
Oh, yeah.
So,
kaya yung tendency minsan lahat ng patients kamukha ng doktor.
Yes, oo. Or pare-pareho yung mukha, no? So dapat tinitingnan natin kung anong bagay sa features niya. Let's say halimbawa, kung yung face ang sobrang liit ng mata, ang liit-liit ng bibig, hindi ka pwedeng yung ilong sobrang tangos. There should be a balance and proportion in the sense na when you look at the patient, they look natural and proportioned, no? So beauty actually is iba-iba. You can be beautiful even your face is square, even if your face is round or oval, no? It's a matter of proportion, no? And basta healthy rin yung skin, and syempre, you don't want it sagging or parang walang contour, flat lang, no? So yun yung mga kino-correct natin.
Now, Doc, where is the clinic ngayon? Isang branch pa lang ba ang DARE? And where is it located?
Nag-hazy ako. So, ang DARE actually is one branch because we want to put everything there. We want to complete all the services. And we have, in the future, we're going to expand to more services for integrative medicine, no? And for dermatology, for restorative dermatology. We have the surgery, we have an operating room, no? We have the health and lifestyle, kumbaga wing, no? And also we have the mga laser wing, and then the mga skin diseases.
But right now, yung clinic nyo is located at?
We're located in ground floor ESNA building, 30 Timog Avenue, Quezon City.
You see.
Quezon City. Yeah.
Tapos at this point, Doc, anong mga protocols niyo, SOPs, nagpapakonsulta ba kayo online, like Zoom call, or they can go to the clinic? Anong kailangan nilang dalhin? Mga safety precaution?
Yes. Alam mo kasi, from starting Monday to Holy Week, no, we will encourage everyone to do more of an online consultation, no? Kasi napaka-ano pa ngayon unpredictable pa whether it's gonna go down or not. Of course, we want to protect the patients as well as our staff, no? So, yun. So, we encourage everyone to do an online muna, and then we can actually give some mga advices even on online. In fact, we do online even in Canada, Hong Kong, no? We do in the US, no? So, and then we
all over the world ang patients nyo.
Yes. And then we search for the medicines that they can buy online in their countries. Kasi it's hard kasi rin for them to go out to their doctors, no? And then, ang ginagawa rin namin is when you go to the clinic, no? We advise that we already ask you to fill up yung aming screening form beforehand. No, hindi doon. Para malayo pa lang na nasi-screen na namin. And then, of course, pagpasok nila, you have to go through the temperature and the alcohol. And then, we ask them to put parang yung mga foot protection, no? And also, what we do is mostly mga disposables lahat. Disposable blanket, no? Disposable sa ulo nila, no? So, para mas mabilis. And then, of course, we disinfect and all, and the UV and all. The same thing, no? And then we encourage them to bring their own pens, no? When they need to sign at their charts, no? So, yun lang. So, and of course, we want to limit the number of patients, no? Hindi masyado crowded. And we do antigen testing. Yes, may appointment per appointment lang. And we do antigen testing every Monday to all our staff.
Okay.
That's good. So para safe nga naman lahat.
Safe naman. May mga ibang patients sinasabi lang, Doc, I want sana the nurse that's gonna handle me to have an antigen testing. No problem. We do the antigen testing right there on the spot.
Nice.
Okay.
And then
so
we
you
show
also
them.
do. Okay.
And then
so yung nurse na mag-a-attend sa kanya.
We do that in the clinic. And then if naman ako assessing her, I need to do an antigen testing to you just to be sure, and we do that. We do that on the spot.
Para peace of mind, no?
Para peace of mind talaga. It's really important kasi syempre although well, unfortunately the cases are going down, but I think is the cases na ba are going down na ba?
No. Record high tayo ngayon. Today, set a new record, Doc.
Yeah. So all
8,000.
the more that we really have to be conscious about our immune system, our health. Kasi we cannot, of course, there's vaccination, of course, there's there's supplements, no? But, you have to do everything to really make you really equipped and ready for whatever, in case that you get to encounter a positive case, di ba?
That's true.
Yes, yes.
Do you have ongoing promos sa DARE Clinic, Doc?
Yes, we have ongoing promos that they can actually avail now. If they avail it now, they get a bigger discount. No, like we have the Icon Tour, we have promos for therapy. No, we have promos for our products. Kasi we want also to put down the prices so that it will be more affordable because a lot of people are looking for supplements, no? So, yung mga supplements na yan, they're actually no gluten, no dairy, no mga preservatives, no pesticides, no? Because you want to be also careful with the supplements that you put in your body. Kasi it can do harm if there's mga pesticides and mga preservatives, no? And then also we have discounts too on some lasers. They can actually check our Facebook, no? So it's all there in our Instagram.
So what's your Facebook account and Instagram account again, Doc?
Our Facebook account is there by Dr. Jean Marquez, no, FPDS. And our Instagram account is there.clinic.
Excellent.
Okay.
Maraming salamat, Doc Jean Marquez. Very enlightening, especially for people na maraming questions regarding their, dermatology and issues they have with their skin, their body, and all that. It's nice to hear that your clinic has a more holistic approach instead of, puro skin deep kind of treatments lang. Let us know if you guys have anything new. Come back on the show and tell us all about it, okay?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the invitation. We'll definitely do that.
It's our pleasure. Dr. Jean Marquez, Medical Director and CEO of DARE Clinic. We'll take a quick break. GearBox will wrap up today's show right after these quick reminders.
Turn up the headlights. Turn up the headlights. Tumutok na sa GearBox dito sa Radyo Pilipinas 738 AM.
NCR Plus Bubble. NCR, Rizal, Bulacan, Cavite at Laguna. Nabuo dahil sa tumataas na COVID-19 cases sa NCR at mga kalapit lugar. Paglilinaw, hindi ito lockdown pero lilimitahan ang galaw. Sa usapin ng turismo, ito ang paglilinaw.
Marami nagtatanong, galing ka dito sa Metro Manila, pupunta ka, staycation ka sa Tagaytay. Pwede po yun. Pwede rin sa Laguna at pwede rin sa Bulacan. Pero kung ikaw po ay nasa Manila at pupunta ka ng Boracay, yun ang maging problema natin dahil hindi kasama yung non-essential pati na rin yung tourism sa ganitong usapin. And meron naman mga guidelines nilabas ang ating Department of Tourism regarding dun sa mga bata at matatanda kung kasama sila pati na rin sa reservation and ibang protocol ng hotel na accredited na pupuntahan.
Bagamat turismo sa loob ng bubble ay pinapayagan, tayo ay patuloy pa rin pinapaalalahanan na minimum health standards ay huwag kalimutan.
Naintindihan namin na pagod na tayong lahat. Pero yung kalaban po natin, wala akong pakialam kung tayo napapagod. Patuloy po siya na talagang nakakahawa. So habang hindi pa po tayo bakunado, konting tiis na lang po. Malapit na at nandyan ang bakuna. Kinakailangan po mask, hugas, iwas at bakuna.
Sa panahon ng kalituhan, disinformation at misinformation ay walang dalang tamang kasagutan. Kaya para sa mapagkakatiwalaang mga balita, Radyo Pilipinas.
Turn up the headlights. Turn up the headlights. Tumutok na sa GearBox dito sa Radyo Pilipinas 738 AM.
Alright, welcome back to the show. Final few minutes of GearBox dito sa Radyo Pilipinas 738 AM. Maraming salamat sa ating mga guests today. Dr. Jean Marquez of DARE Clinic. Kung magkakaroon kayo ng may encounter kayong problems, have yourself checked. Their clinic is in Timog. And also to Lara Pearl Alvarez, congratulations on being one of the contestants the Apprentice 1 Championship Edition. And we can't wait to see the next episode, 8:40 tonight sa AXN. All right? We will wrap up the show. Thank you to our crew, si Roger Cruz, Marvin Toledana, F. Gaitos, and for Nana Nadal, I am Eric Tipan. Thank you for watching GearBox and listening to the show. We will catch you again 1 week after next kasi Holy Week po. All right? Have a great, safe trip. Everybody, stay safe and stay COVID-free. All right?
Maraming salamat.
Bye, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.
Turn up the headlights. Turn up the headlights. Tumutok na sa GearBox dito sa Radyo Pilipinas 738 a.m.
We know you're always on the go. Pero ang mahuli sa balita is always a big no-no. Kaya Radyo Pilipinas is here to keep you updated. Reliable news delivered to you as it happens.